and I'm Kyiv Guide. I invite you to walk with me around Kyiv city center, and now we are on the main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk. As you can see, Kyiv is standing, and we are not going to surrender. And a couple of hours ago, air attack alarm just finished, but the street is full of people. They are enjoying silence because of it is absolutely unpredictable when the next air attack Russia will launch on Ukraine. And by the way, there are maybe some dozens of drones are in the sky over Ukraine, but not in Kyiv and Kyiv district. Please guys, do favor to me and strike like button, because if it is very important for algorithm of YouTube to promote my channel. I know that most of people in the world focus their attention on war in the Middle East, but war here in Ukraine is its full swing. So I need to attract more attention of world community to Ukraine. There are not much viewers here on my stream. I'm waiting for more viewers. Thank you those who joined my stream. Hello from Kyiv, hello from Sergei Uzlov, refugee from Donetsk, which is in the eastern part of Ukraine. Temperature here in Kyiv is 13, above zero, and it is very beginning of spring now. You can see a lot of people here on Khreshchatyk Street. And in front of me is city administration and seat of our mayor. Maybe you know that mayor of the city of Kyiv is Klitschko, boxing world champion. Thank you for your likes, guys. We are in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. It is the main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk Street, Khreshchatyk. It is one of the widest central streets of the capitals of European countries, and you can see that it is very wide, and in some places it's width up to 100 meters. Thank you guys, thank you for joining my stream from Kyiv, from streets of Kyiv, and now we are on Khreshchatyk Street, the main street of Kyiv. The weather is nice today, about 13, about zero. I'm stressing that about zero because of we are happy that we were able to survive the last very cold, windy winter. And last winter we experienced temperature down to minus 30. And we survived. We were able to survive last winter because of every day Russia targeted our energy system, our heating thermal facilities, but they will not win us. We are a strong nation, and we will fight for independence of our motherland till the last, not Ukrainian, but occupier. And by the way, now Ukraine is under air attack. Over Ukrainian territory are several dozens of drones now. And a couple hours ago, Kyiv also was under threat of drones. Thank you guys, thank you for joining me. Today I plan to show you how we live, how we survive this unfounded, crazy, bloody war. I am greeting my new viewers. We are in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Please guys, please strike like button whether you like my stream or not. For algorithm of YouTube, you need, I need a lot of likes in order to promote my stream. I know that many people in the world interested in events in Ukraine, but most attention attracts war in the Middle East. But please don't forget that war in Ukraine is under full swim now. In full swim. It's me. Hello from Kyiv. I'm Sergey Uzlov. I'm refugee from Donetsk, former miner, and now I am in a tour business, and my main destination was a Chernobyl exclusion zone area contaminated with radiation. But after Russian full-scale invasion 4 years ago, I switched to tours around Kyiv and Kyiv district. So thank you for your likes. It is very important to me. For those who is new on my channel, on my stream, in front of us we can see city administration and seat of our mayor. You know that our mayor is Vladimir Klitschko, boxing world champion. We are on Khreshchatyk Street, the main street of Kyiv. Today is Sunday. Obviously you know that today is Sunday, but I tell it for people who will watch my stream after I will upload on YouTube, maybe tomorrow or on other days. So hello from Kyiv, from the capital of Ukraine, and we are on the main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk, and I'm next to metro station Khreshchatyk. Oh my gosh, I try to avoid some music because of sometimes YouTube blocks my video due to copyright. This is entrance to metro station. You can see M letter. It means entrance and exit to metro station. It sounds strange, but some people ask me question, is here in Ukraine still war? My reply is war is full swing, and for me and for millions of Ukrainians, war started 12 years ago. But full-scale invasion, Russian invasion, started 4 years ago. Please tell me about quality of my video and sound. Thank you for that. And now watch people, Ukrainians and guests of Kyiv. You can see that many people are smiling as if not war in Ukraine, but I can assure you that nearly everyone lost something and someone, I mean their beloved ones. The battlefield is, the nearest battlefield is about 400 kilometers from Kyiv, and every day and tonight we suffer from Russian air attacks on Kyiv and other parts of Ukraine, and even now Ukraine is under drone attack. Not Kyiv, but other parts of Kyiv. So we have special map that inform us about air attacks and areas under attack colored red. Oh my gosh. If you want, so let's have a look at this attraction. For those who is new on my channel, on my stream, we are in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, fighting country. By the way, just 2 hours ago we experienced air attack with drones, Russian drones. But now it is silence. Street artists. You recognize this guy. We are on Khreshchatyk Street, the main street of Kyiv, and now we are nearing to People's Memorial, flag memorial, commemorating our fallen defenders. Hello, hello from Kyiv. Did you know that Kyiv is home for 3 million residents, and sometimes, quite often, people ask me, my viewers ask me, how many people live now after Russian invasion? My answer is the same number of people who live here, because of residents of Kyiv who decided to search for shelter in other countries and in western parts of Ukraine. Their places were replaced by refugees, and I'm one of them. Hello, Kier. Good afternoon. Where are you from? Kier. I also have Kia Carnival. It is quite old, nearly 20 years old, but it is still in good condition. And sometimes I conduct tours around Kyiv and Kyiv districts on my car. From Belgium, very nice. About 35 years ago, I was in Ostende, Belgium, on my way to London. It was my first visit behind the Iron Curtain. It was in times of Soviet Union, and at that time it was very difficult to visit other countries. I mean the end of the Soviet Union. But in 70s, 80s, and early 19th in 60s, 70s, and 80s of 20th century, it was very difficult. It was super difficult to travel behind the Iron Curtain, and I was one of the first Soviet people who was able to visit United Kingdom. It was in 1989. I took ferry boats in Belgium, in Ostende, I don't know how to pronounce right. Maybe in both cases I pronounced it wrong. Ostend or Ostende, I don't know, but you understand me. It's great. It was my first visit to United Kingdom was like fly to other planet, because of in Soviet Union we had nothing for a happy life. We experienced the deficiency in food, bread, everything. And for example, my father was a mining engineer, and for Soviet person he had not bad salary, and he had money for a car. but he was in waiting list for about 10 years to buy a ladder. Now, very cruel war in Ukraine, and to say frankly, I don't like when people name this war as Russian-Ukrainian war. No, it is not Russian-Ukrainian war. It is insidious attack of nuclear monster, huge country on independent and free country of Ukraine. And war for us started 12 years ago. Okay guys, let's get closer to this people's memorial commemorating our defenders. Most of these deaths, these killed people are Ukrainians, but here you can also see flags of other countries, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, it is well, it is Belarusian flag. So I bow my head before these guys, our best guys, and look at their faces. Their clear and beautiful eyes. They should live. They should live, not to die. But Russians killed them. What Russians do here, they cannot sanely explain and understand. Because of Ukraine is an independent country, peaceful country, and Russians invaded Ukraine in 2016. They annexed our peninsula, Crimea, and also they occupied eastern part of Ukraine, Donetsk and Lugansk districts. I myself from Donetsk, which is in east of Ukraine, and now my small motherland is under Russian occupation. So thank you guys, thank you for your likes. If not difficult to you, please strike a like button, because of it is impossible. It is very important for promoting my channel, and I understand that attention of most people focused on Middle East, but please don't forget that war in Ukraine it's full swing. Russians took my house, my flat, my garden, my relatives, and everything that was dear to my heart. So in fact I am homeless people, because I am rambling around Ukraine for 12 years already, and I changed 7th apartments during my rambling around Ukraine. Yeah, thank you for your kind words, for your right words, vendetta, care. The weather is nice in Kyiv today, but in the morning skies were overcasted, but now you can see there are some clouds, but there is sun also. This is our sorrow and pride at the same time. Yes, guys, it is great trouble. Russian world descended on us. And if speak for myself, for the last time I was able to see my native city 12 years ago, nearly 12 years ago, because I left Donetsk for Mariupol, which is 100 kilometers from Donetsk in July of 2014. And I did not expect that a Russian invasion will last long. And we expected to return my garden, my house in several weeks or maybe months, but Russia is not going to stop. And even now, whatever they tell, don't listen to Russians, because of every word when they start to move their lips is lie. It is insidious lie. Well, guys, for those who is new on my stream, my name is Sergey Uzlov. Hello from Kyiv, from the very heart of the capital of Ukraine, Maidan, Незалежності, or Independence Square. And now we are on the People's Memorial to fallen soldiers. Most of them are Ukrainians, but here you can also see flags from other countries. Here you can see a lot of people, not a lot, but some people. I think they lost their beloved ones. I'm retired mining engineer. I worked in a coal mine in Donetsk city, and I finished my mining career early 19th of 20th century, and after that, after finishing of my mining career, I was electrical engineer, and I also worked in the printing industry. But after my move here to Kyiv 12 years ago, I became a guide. My main destination was Chernobyl exclusion zone, area contaminated with radiation. But Putin, I don't want to use obscene words, but he took everything from me, including my job in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. So Chernobyl exclusion zone is area contaminated with radiation, and I work at every day, nearly every day, including weekends. But Putin took this job from me because of Russia invaded Kyiv district through Chernobyl exclusion zone, and now Chernobyl exclusion zone is under military administration due to proximity to Belarus. Not all of these dead people were fighters. There are a lot of volunteers here, those who evacuated civilians from frontline cities. Friends that visited Chernobyl before the war, before full-scale invasion. So we call this part of the war full-scale invasion because of a war. Russian attack on Ukraine began in 2014, and 4 years ago they launched full-scale invasion from Chernobyl zone, from occupied areas, Donetsk and Lugansk, from occupied Crimea, our peninsula south of Ukraine. And here you can see beautiful girls. They gave their lives for independence of our country. It is hard to stay here without wet eyes. Thousands and thousands of Ukrainians, and not only Ukrainians, but our allies from different countries gave their lives for independence, not only Ukraine, independence of the whole democratic world, free world. Good afternoon. I have been 4 times in Kyiv and also slept in Hotel Ukraine. Hotel Ukraine for you, my friend. And did you know that it was built in times of Soviet Union? Its name was Moscow, Hotel Moscow. On the place where Hotel Ukraine was first skyscraper here in Kyiv, but original building was demolished during the Second World War. Occupation of Kyiv lasted 2 years, since 1941 till 1943. And most of buildings here, all buildings, maybe 95% of all buildings were destroyed during Second World War, and now you can see new buildings that were built in 50s and 60s of 20th century, and only 4 buildings in the very beginning of Khreshchatyk Street survived the Second World War. So please visit Kyiv. And before full-scale invasion, Kyiv was visited approximately 1.5 million just foreign guests. And today, I mean nowadays, I able to see some foreigners here, but most of them are volunteers. They are not tourists. There are some tourists, but Kyiv is not, and in Ukraine in general, is not the safest place in the world, to put it mildly. But people who visit Ukraine nowadays have guts. And if follow recommendations of our military administration, Kyiv is a quite safe place because we have a reliable air defense system, and we have a very nice early warning system. And if use some bomb shelters, it is not as a fearful place as it's depicted. Fly to Ukraine, Jared, Vernik. Unfortunately, you cannot fly to Ukraine nowadays because of all airports closed. Usually people get Ukraine through Poland or maybe Moldova. and from Poland and Moldova they continue their way by train or by bus. Well, guys, please strike like button for YouTube algorithm to promote my channel, and also if you have opportunity, please back up your kind words with maybe some cup of coffee, because I'm refugee from Donetsk, and I'm renting a flat. I have been renting a flat for 12 years, and I'm not so young person, as you can see, and it is a common problem for all people of my age to find a job. So I built my job myself. It was touring to Chernobyl exclusion zone, but Putin took this job from me. He took everything that was dear to my heart. Well, guys, hello from Kyiv, from the very heart of Kyiv. It is Maidan Незалежності or Independence Square. In general, word Maidan, it is just Ukrainian word for square. Thank you for T815. I appreciate your subscription. But guys, I don't ask you some big money, just even 5 or 10 euros will help me to survive this harsh time for me. And my main article of my expenses is flat rental. And by the way, I just 3 months ago I changed my 7th flat, and I listened to short backstory of my travel around Kyiv, and I changed many apartments here on different reasons, but last reason was terrible. My landlord actually had 2 flats, 2 apartments. First one it was for his family, and second one for rental. And 3 months ago, a Russian drone, attacked his apartment he lives in, and he miraculously stayed alive. And we needed to urgently search for a new apartment. Now that chap is in Spain. He's a quite old man, approximately 75. I'm younger, but not much younger. Well, guys, thank you for your likes, thank you for your subscriptions. Because of it helps to promote my channel, and I know I would like to, the more people will attract attention to Ukraine, the better. Because of war in its full swing now. And 4 days ago we experienced the largest air attack during these 4 years of full-scale invasion. And on that day they launched nearly 1,000 drones and 36 or 34 missiles of different types. Ballistic missiles, guided missiles, supersonic missiles, and others. It is terrible. It is terrible to play Russian roulette every day, because we don't know who will be next killed. This stela represents freedom of Ukraine. It was erected in 2001, and before, on the place where this column is, was a monument to Lenin, founder of communist state, the Soviet Union. Kyiv is a very old city. It has more than 1,500 years history, and now we are heading to the monuments to founders of Kyiv, three brothers, Khreshchatyk and their sister Libet. Residents of Kyiv founded Moscow 700 years later, and now Russia pretends on our turf. They are medieval savages, because of 21st century is not for wars, not for invasions, not for killings. It is for travels, for love, for learning languages and so on, for everything, but not for war. Well, now we are next to the monument for legendary founders of Kyiv. The oldest of three brothers is Kyiv. His name gave name to city of Kyiv. Thank you, Vendetta. So, Kyiv was oldest brother, and Shek and Khrib were younger brothers. Who is who, I don't know. I just know that this is their sister Libet. Yeah, thank you, David. The monument is clearly not for Europeans. At that time, you see, it was 1,500 years ago, and at that time, many states did not exist yet, and including Ukraine. It was just a set of tribes on the territory of Ukraine. Okay, guys, thank you for joining my channel, and so now we are heading to alley of our heroes. We call them Heavenly 100. This memorial commemorates civilian activists, those who were killed by pro-Russian President Yanukovych and his riot police. By the way, this road is closed for traffic, because up there is a governmental quarter with residents of our President Zelensky, and you know that Russians want to kill our top officers, including our president. That's why this part of road is closed for ordinary people, I mean in cars. But behind the hotel Ukraine is a closed area even for pedestrians. It's open only for local residents, for people who have apartments there or work there. Well, hello Sasha, hello from Kyiv. And here is a memorial to our civilian activists, Heavenly Hundreds, that were killed in the winter of 2014. They are from different kinds, from different parts of Ukraine, and Vasil Aksenin, 52 years old, is from Chernivtsi, and this gentleman, Georgi, is from Rivne, and Vladimir is from Alexander is from Vladimir. Vladimir is name of the town. This guy was only 23 years old. He is from Volyn, which is in western part of Ukraine. Well, guys, thank you for your kind words, for your kind comments, and if possible, you can back up your kind words with some money. Maybe not. I'm not going to look into your wallets, but I think if you have opportunity to treat me with coffee and send me 5-10 euros, I will be grateful to you, because of my main article of my expenses is flat rental. I'm a refugee from eastern parts of Ukraine for nearly 12 years already. And you can easily find reference to donation platform Buy Me Coffee. I think it is matter of your desire and of your opportunities. But please subscribe my channel also if you have not opportunity to treat me with some coffee. The woman from Bravary, 30 kilometers from Kyiv. She's forever 61. Builder, businessman from Ivano-Frankivsk Oblast district. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kia. I appreciate it. And guys, thank you for your understanding that I am not beggar. I am neither beggar nor money tapper, and I'm here to show you life in Kyiv during such a bloody war, and I need just money to survive. Thank you for your understanding. Now we're heading to that bridge, and I want to show you Kyiv, the whole picture of Maidan from the very nice place, observation deck on the top of trade mall.
А коли я займалася, я теніс.
Let's have a look at prices in cafe. Pizza from 4 euros. Pasta, it's quite expensive. I don't know price for pasta in your place, in your country, but here is well about 6 euros. So nowadays rate of exchange local currency hryvnia to to euro is 50 hryvnias for 1 euro. Salad, desserts, wines, everything. So as you can see, I think it is not my opinion. It is opinion of guests of Kyiv that prices here in Kyiv in restaurants approximately twice lower than in Europe. Well, it is Hotel Ukraine, and now we're heading to observation deck. I love my Kyiv, guys. After our victory, please come to Kyiv. There are a lot of places to see, to learn, and I'm Kyiv guide, and I know a thing or two about Kyiv district. Originally, I'm from eastern part of Ukraine, Donetsk, and I'm former miner. I worked in coal mine, and the last place where I worked at was on depth 1.5 kilometers. There is photo stands with photos of this place 12 years ago, Khreshchatyk Street. So Khreshchatyk Street is over there, the main streets of Kyiv, and this is how this square looked like 12 years ago. Maybe you recognize this place, and here the same buildings. Maidan Незалежності, central square of Kyiv, and it is a relatively new place, new square, and the first stone building here on Khreshchatyk Street was built in 1797. It was the very end of 18th century. It was just right behind this stela that represents freedom of Ukraine. Revolution of dignity. That's right, because we don't want to be subjugated neither to our corrupted leadership, nor Russia. Because of 14 years back and before, our President Yanukovych was pro-Russian president, and he was a super corrupted person, and I don't know, I cannot say how many members of his parliament and ministers were Russian citizens. They had Russian passports, and in fact revolution of dignity was anti-corruption and anti-Russian revolution, because of many businesses and a lot of our VIPs subordinated Moscow 12 years ago. Now we're on our way to independence, real independence from Russia and from other countries. But we cannot fight Russia, nuclear monster that is 28 times bigger than Ukraine without your help. So thank you for your help, guys. Thank you for. I know that some of you donate money to Ukrainian army. You maybe accommodate refugees from Kyiv and from Ukraine in general. And when full-scale invasion started 4 years ago, I obtained a lot of invitations from my Facebook, from my YouTube friends to stay in their families, but I refused their proposals because of I know what does it mean to be guest and to stay in some families for 1 week, 2 weeks. It is acceptable for me, but not for months and years. I think it is not polite to live in other families for a long time, and we decided to stay here in Kyiv. And this time for us, people who live in Ukraine, for those who is not abroad now, life is very tough. So excuse me, it is a matter of my survival. If you have opportunity, I'll be grateful to you for some coffee for family of refugees, for displaced family. Well, guys, for those who is new on my channel, we are in the very city center of Kyiv, the capital of fighting country. This place is Maidan Nезалежності, or Independence Square. This stela, this column represents independence of Ukraine, and around me are both in the businesses and living apartment buildings. And what is time? In Kyiv and all over Ukraine, time is nearly 5 p.m. But this clock show right time just twice a day. Maybe they will repair them, but you understand that nowadays we have other priority, and many our workers are at front line, and maybe some of them are outside of Ukraine, that we experience deficiency in working people. So, well, guys, let's continue my walk around Kyiv central parts. Hello from Kyiv, the central part of Kyiv. My name is Sergey Uzlov, and I'm a Kyiv guide, and I'm former miner, former resident of Donetsk, which is in the eastern part of Ukraine, and now my small motherland is under Russian occupation, and I doubt that I will be able to return back to my home because of I don't know what is my home, and I know that my neighbors and not all, but most of people, those who were under Russian propaganda, they lost their thinking abilities, and Russia destroys not only buildings, living apartment buildings, industrial buildings. Russia also destroys minds of people. It is like a nuclear weapon, but unlike nuclear weapon, Russian propaganda destroys minds of people, not bodies, but bodies also. And Russia invaded Ukraine under false pretext of defending of Russian-speaking people, but it is fake. It is fake. You obviously, maybe not obviously, but I think you know, Minister of Propaganda of Nazi Germany, Joseph Goebbels, and his motto, his slogan was 60% of truth and 40% of some lie or propaganda. But Russian propaganda outshaded. I don't know, maybe it is not quite right words, but you can help me. So Russia now tells 100% of nonsense. And I was born in a Russian-speaking family, and when I went to school, to kindergarten, to university, everything was in Russian. It was creeping Russification, and Ukrainian language was not banned in Soviet Union, but all books, all films, all papers, everything more or less interesting was in Russian. So many people, most of people spoke Russian back in the Soviet Union. But after Russian full-scale invasion, I decided to switch to Ukrainian language, and I began to learn English. I never asked about level of my English because of it is not goal. My goal is to convey my thoughts, my experience in English, and people as a rule understand me. Sadly, if you repeat something enough, it becomes a reality. Yes, absolutely, they care. It is one of the main principles of propaganda. If say to some person that he's swine, he's pig for a long time, someday he will start to oink. Yeah. Well, guys, for those who is new on my channel, we are in Kyiv, and in front of me is a memorial dedicated to founders of Kyiv. Kyiv is an ancient city, and it has more than 1,500 years history, and Kyiv was founded by three brothers, Khreshchatyk and their sister Liberty. It is not one only monument. There are some other monuments dedicated to founders, legendary founders of Kyiv, but I think it is the most popular monument, maybe due its whereabouts. We are in Kyiv city center, and the name of the square is Maidan, Maidan Незалежності. Well, my dear viewers, I want to show you something from the beginning of a Russian full-scale invasion. There are anti-tank and anti-military vehicles, urchins. They are here from February and March of 2022. And the whole city was covered with things like this. And the Kyiv was entrenched, and trenches were everywhere. So we don't rule out the second invasion of Russia on Kyiv. So we are ready to meet our so-called guests, uninvited guests. Hello, Mikhailo. Mikhailo, hello. This is Khreshchatyk Street, the main street of Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. Thank you guys, thank you for your support, for your likes, for your subscriptions. And if you interested in Kyiv life in Kyiv and life in Ukraine, I promise to conduct my walking tours every day, or maybe nearly every day, because of life here in Kyiv is unpredictable, and sometimes we experience air attacks. And by the way, today they started to attack Kyiv with drones and with ballistic missiles early morning. It was just right after midnight, and the last air alarm finished approximately 3 hours ago. Kyiv, I love Ukraine. That letters tells I love Ukraine. For those who is new on my channel, we are next to People's Memorial, commemorating our fallen defenders. Most of these guys, these dead people, were Ukrainians. They still Ukrainians, our treasure, our beloved guys. Look at their faces. Can you imagine that we live in 21st century, but Russia lives in medieval ages. They are medieval goons and barbarians. They invaded independent country of Ukraine, and they started to kill our people. People of different ages gave their lives for independence of Ukraine and independence of the whole democratic world. And you can see photos, not only men, also women, and young guys and guys in respectable age. It doesn't matter how old they were. They should live but not to die. And firstly, they protected their own homes, their families. And the Russians cannot sanely explain what they forgot here in Ukraine, what they need here. They just invaded under fake Putin claim that Ukraine was territory of Russia. So it is absolutely insane words. Every country on our globe long ago belonged to other country, but it is not reason to invade the country. For example, did you know that St. Petersburg was Sweden, and France, Greece and other countries south of Europe were parts of Rome Empire. But it doesn't mean that some normal, not sane countries claim their so-called ancestral lands. It is absolutely insane. Look at these beautiful faces. If Ukrainian national flag of blue and yellow soak with blood, so blue turns black and yellow turns red. That's why this flag has black and red colors. Well guys, if you want to see the Dnieper River, the greatest Ukrainian river, let's walk there. Stay tuned. Ukrainian Cossack and his horse. American flag. I bow my head before all our defenders. Absolutely agree with you, dear Chesu. We are not going to surrender. Because of surrender for us means suicide. Russians' aim is to kill all Ukrainians and destroy our statehood. For those who is new on my stream, we are in the very city center of Kyiv, capital of fighting country, fighting against of nuclear monster Russia. And Russia is 28 times bigger than Ukraine and 28 times more stupid. These fallen defenders of Ukraine, they knew what for they gave their lives, but Russians cannot neither understand nor explain what for they die here in Ukraine, destroying not only Ukraine but also their own lives. Russia is a country that is full of mineral resources, forests, lakes, mountains, and everything they need for beautiful and thriving life. But they decided another. And instead of improving their lives, they decided to destroy neighboring country of Ukraine. Oh, welcome Russian troll Evgen Kor. Evgen Kor. What are you doing here on my stream? I don't know. Maybe you explain me what is your aim of your comments. Glory to Russia. What for? Explain me for what? Glory to Russia. For deaths, for destructions, for everything bad they able to do in our beautiful world. You kill Ukrainians, you kill your own citizens. Is it glory to Russia for that? Evgen Kor, you tell nonsense. I'm from eastern part of Ukraine. I was a friend of Russia before your invasion on Ukraine. I was a Russian-speaking person, and now I speak Ukraine. Now I hate Russia. What is your goal? What are you doing here? And what for your so stupid comments? Well guys, for those who is new on my channel, we are in Ukraine. It is main street of Kyiv, Khreshchatyk Street. Weather is quite warm, about 12 about zero, obviously about zero, but it is quite windy today. Now we're heading to glass bridge overlooking Dnieper River, the biggest and greatest river of Ukraine. Excuse me, I need to zip my coat. Thank you for waiting. Well guys, once again we are in the Kyiv, the capital of fighting country, Ukraine. Name of the street is Khreshchatyk Street. Today is Sunday, and before Russian invasion, it was very nice tradition to close the street for traffic on weekends, and This street was turned into a pedestrian area. In the beginning of my stream, I told you that most of buildings on Khreshchatyk Street were destroyed during Second World War, and only these 4 buildings survived the Second World War. They were damaged, but they were rebuilt, refurbished. It is very beginning of the street. The street of Khreshchatyk has length 1 kilometer 200 meters. And now we are on European Square. It has name European, not because of the world. Europe is trendy nowadays. On the place of that white building was Hotel Europe. It was built in the middle of 19th century. And now on this white building is a Ukrainian house, Congress and Event Center. Now we're heading to a glass bridge, so-called glass bridge. It is behind the yellowish building. In that building is National Philharmonic Society concert hall. Well, guys, we are in Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, and now we're heading to a glass bridge with a very nice observation deck overlooking the Dnieper River, the biggest river in Ukraine and obviously in Kyiv. There is under crossing under the square, but I decided to cross the streets on surface crossing. Distance you can see main entrance to stadium Dynamo. Lobanovsky, maybe you know, coach, famous coach of Dynamo team, football team, Valery Lobanovsky. So This stadium named it's Lobanovsky, Valery Lobanovsky Stadium. This is one of many memorials to having 100 civilian activists, those who were killed by riot police of pro-Russian President Yanukovych that fled to Moscow. This picture is 12 years old and depicts, these pictures depicts revolution of dignity here in Ukraine. In fact, it was anti-corruption revolution and anti-Russian revolution. Ukraine is a free and independent country, and Putin, Russian dictator, decided to destroy our statehoods and kill all Ukrainians, because we don't want to subordinate Putin. And people in Russia are like animals. They have not right of their voice. And did you know that Russian authorities switched off internet and messengers such as WhatsApp and Telegram in Russia? They are on their way to North Korea. Guys, I cannot see much viewers. Maybe internet is bad quality. So, will you inform me about this? Whether you able me well or not? We are in Kyiv. It is beginning of main Kyiv Street, Khreshchatyk, and also it is European Square. Some people think that European Square is a modern name of this place because of Europe is a trendy word here in Ukraine, but not on the place of this white building was Hotel Europe. It was erected in the middle of 19th century. This is Khreshchatyk Street. This yellowish building is a National Philharmonic Society in the concert hall. Well, here's a placard that vows not to speak Russian. And I am from eastern part of Ukraine. It was a traditionally Russian-speaking area, but after Russian invasion, I decided to switch to Ukrainian language, because of when I hear Russian, I feel uncomfortable, to put it mildly, and Russian language is language of occupiers now, so it was my self-conscious decision. Guys, please will you inform me whether you can see and hear me well, because I noticed that there are not much viewers now. In the beginning of my stream, there were 20 and 30 viewers, but now just one, sometimes two, three viewers. Maybe internet is not good. So sorry for quality of internet, because of you should realize that Ukraine is fighting country, and Russia tries to destroy our energy system, and sometimes our authority slow down or switch off the internet during attacks, and a lot of our equipment and economy in whole destroyed by Russians attacks. And every night and every day they shell us with missiles, with drones, different kinds of missiles. So please don't be offended that my stream interrupted. Well, in front of me is Arch of Friendship. It was initial name of this structure. It represented friendship between Russia and Ukraine, and now you can see a crack in the upper part of this arch. It means end of our friendship, and it's rather symbolizes war. Internet is so. There are seconds when it's down like that. Oh, thank you, Irina. Дякую. Well, if you able to see me, now we're heading to observation deck next to Dnieper River. Well, guys, it is commonplace in Kyiv, and before Russian full-scale invasion, I was a guide to Chernobyl exclusion zone, and that area is a distant area, and even there, internet was nice, beautiful, but Russia destroyed our economy, including internet. So sometimes we experience interruptions. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for understanding. We made it. We're on observation deck overlooking Dnieper River, the biggest river in Ukraine. It is more than 2,200 kilometers long. And here in Kyiv, through cross-section of the river, every second flows 1,500 cubic meters of water. It flows from that direction to that direction. The river divides Kyiv into two parts. It is not administrative division, it is just a geographical division. And on distance, you can see sleeping area of Kyiv. Kyiv is home for 3 million people, and half of residents live here on the right bank of Dnieper River, and other parts lives on left bank. Many live in apartments, buildings still without heating, without hot water on left bank, and every day we experience blackouts here in Kyiv because of Russia incapacitated a lot of our generating capacities. And this is pedestrian bridge. It was inaugurated in 50s of 20th century. And over there in the white building is a river port, Dnieper River port. But now you can't see any boats on the water because of navigation on the river is banned during after Russian full-scale invasion on safety purposes. And in the building of a river port is some university there, maybe temporary, I don't know. Most probably temporary until we put off Russians from Ukraine. And we are on the right bank of the river. And on distance you can see new bridge. It is behind it is new bridge that connects left and right banks. Are you allies or enemies? What do you mean? United States or what? If you mean Russia and Ukraine, we are enemies. And before Russian invasion, we were closest allies and we were friendly countries. But after Russian invasion, they are just terrorists. Russia is country of terrorism, and they occupy us. Or you maybe you meant something another. Well, guys, those who is new on my stream, we are in Kyiv, the capital of fighting country of Ukraine, and now we are nearing so-called glass bridge. I'm sorry for bad internet connection because of we are in state of war, and a lot of our capacities, including internet capacities, were in not good condition due to Russian distractions. This is a bridge of glass, but it is not completely of glass. Just there are some small, relatively small windows. By the way, this bridge was attacked by Russian missile in October of 2022. It survived, but it was damaged, and it was closed for a couple months. That's why this bridge called uh, Glass Bridge. So maybe not here. Not here. Not the best place to show you glass. Behind the building of Philharmonic Society is the beginning of Khreshchatyk Street, the main street of Kyiv. And on other side of the bridge is Podil. And as you can see, left bank is a gently sloping shore. And this part, right parts of Kyiv is, my gosh, is a hilly side of Kyiv. And difference in altitude is about 100 meters between this part and the lower part. Well, guys, thank you for watching me, and thank you for your kind words. And if you have opportunity to back up your kind words with some money for coffee, please do it, because I'm a refugee from Donetsk, eastern part of Ukraine, and I in need. So please don't offend for this my words, for this my request, because of it is matter of my survival and survival of my family. Thank you for that, and thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. I'm sorry for bad quality of internet. I suppose it is bad quality because of in the beginning of my stream from Khreshchatyk Street, from central parts of the very heart of Kyiv, internet was better, and I judge it by number of my viewers. Now I can see 4 viewers, and in the beginning of my stream there were 20 viewers. East candy floss is popular in your country. Let me know, please. Name of this park is Vladimir hill, named after our great person. He lived 1,000 years ago. Oh, beautiful crocuses! Wow, spring came. Super. It is a sign of spring, but trees, as you can see, are without leaves yet. Well, guys, thank you for watching me, and thank you for your subscriptions. And my name is Sergey Uzlov, and I'm Kyiv guide, and we are in Kyiv now, and we are heading to exhibition of destroyed Russian military vehicles on Mikhailivska Square. There is some performance, girls with drums, girls and boys. Look at this beautiful park, and can you imagine it in 1 month when everything will be in its bloom, and trees will be in its greens. Most of people around me, they speak Ukrainian, but before the Russian invasion on Ukraine, uh, people in Ukraine spoke Russian and Ukrainian 50-50, but most of people now switched to Ukrainian, including me. I was born in Russian speaking family, and eastern part of Ukraine was traditionally Russian speaking area. But I don't know what about Donetsk. I think all people in occupied territories speak Russian only, because of Ukrainian language is subject of punishment. Year 1969, there 1969, we are in Kyiv. It is Khreshchatyk Street, and in this building was a hostel for monks and for just I forgot this. What for pilgrims? For pilgrims. Well, guys, please stay tuned. And now we're heading to open air exhibition of Russian military vehicles that were destroyed during the first stage of Russian invasion. In 5 minutes, we will be there. And on the wall of Mikhailivsky Monastery and Church is another memorial commemorating our fallen soldiers. So this is memorial wall. Parts of these photos belong to our defenders from Belarus. You can see a flag of independent free country of Belarus, but unfortunately it is under Russian occupation. It is not formal occupation, but in fact Belarus is under Russian dependence now. Date of death of this Andrei Mykolaievich is 2025, and the war in its full swing now, unfortunately, and Putin is not going to stop until he will be stopped. Hello guys, hello from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Sergey Uzlov and I'm Kyiv guide, and also I'm a refugee from the eastern part of Ukraine, and war for me started 12 years ago. Now we are next to memorial wall. Look at these handsome guys. This guy was killed by Russians when he was 20 years old only. And it doesn't matter how old these guys were. They should live, not die. They should give birth to their children, and in general, 21st century is not for war. It is for love, for travels, for learning languages, for enjoying life. And Russia is a huge country. It is 28 times bigger than Ukraine, and they have enough mineral resources and forests and territories, enough for happy and thriving life. But they decided another. They decided to invade Ukraine and destroy our lives and destroy our infrastructure and everything they can reach. Excuse me, guys, for interruptions because of internet is sometimes very bad here in Ukraine due to the fact that our networks, electrical networks, and internet networks destroyed by Russians. So I'd like to see more viewers, but unfortunately, my stream is interrupted. Thank you for your comments. They are vendetta here, but I don't think so. Putin is a crazy maniac, and as well as Trump, American president, and they need not territories. They want power. They want only power, and Putin is the richest man on our planet. He belongs everything on territory of Russia. Buildings, mountains, rivers, enterprises, everything, including people. So he need not money. He need just power over other people and other countries. And here is very beginning this memorial wall, and you can see first victims of Russian invasion in 2014. You can see dates of death of these guys, 2014. We are next to monastery and church, Mikhailivsky Monastery and church. The original of this church was built early 12th century, but it was demolished by communists when they swept the power in 1917. And it is replica. In fact, it is replica, but this replica uh, exactly duplicates the original. I'm sure I know what I tell because of I scrutinized a lot of photos, old photos of this monastery, and I can safely say that it's exact copy. But on distance, you can see other church. It is Saint Sophia Church. It was built early 11th century, and Soviets and Second World War. Uh, it was able to withstand previous times, so it is original. Now it is a museum. It is not active church. It is nearly 6 p.m. in Kyiv and all over the Ukraine, because of Ukraine has unified time zone, and everywhere in Ukraine is 6 p.m. We are on Mikhailivska Square, and there you can see the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and this is Basker. Alex, I know him. He's enthusiast of ancient Ukrainian music instruments. Привіт, Алекс. Як справа, люди є?
Що?
Люди є?
То так, трохи є.
Трохи є. Ну, погода сьогодні не дуже, да?
Та чому погода отлічна. Як для такої пори, для березня, хороша суха погода, тепло, більш-менш. В неділю вечором завжди менше людей. П'ятниця, субота більше.
Alex is enthusiast of ancient Ukrainian instrument and music, and the name of this instrument is lira. Thank you. Please listen to ancient Ukrainian music instruments, lira. Now we are not going to play neither Russian music nor USSR anthem. No, forget about this. In Ukraine, we forgot. We try to get rid of all monuments, all everything that was related to Soviet Union and Russia, and most of people here don't speak Russian. This ambulance was destroyed by Russians with, I suppose, with a drone. And this is harvesting combine. Harvesting combine that was donated to Ukraine from United States. It's, as you can see, it was destroyed by Russians. Anton, will you explain me why you destroyed this harvesting combine? Is it military equipment or not? And can you explain me what are you doing here in Ukraine? And by the way, did you know that St. Petersburg is former Sweden? Maybe you can explain me instead of your silly questions. In this row is a Russian military equipment that was destroyed during the first stage of Russian invasion. I stress that it was a full-scale Russian invasion 4 years ago. Because of our first invasion on Ukraine was 12 years ago. They annexed our peninsula, Crimea, and occupied Donetsk and Lugansk districts. And this is a commandant staff vehicle. And this is howitzer, self-propelled howitzer, carnation or gvozdika in Russian. It has caliber 122 millimeters. And next vehicle is also a self-propelled howitzer, but it's a heavy thing. Its weight is 45 tons or so. And now we're nearing to Russian infantry fighting vehicle, BMP-2. And the last vehicle in this row is a Russian tank T-90A. You are Estonian, but I see that you have Soviet and Russian mindset. Well, nowadays we have more sophisticated vehicles than this Soviet Union designed junk. And in the beginning of Russian invasion, we used nearly the same or maybe the same vehicles. And because of Russia and Ukraine, we were parts of the same country, Soviet Union, that consisted of 15 so-called Soviet Socialist republics. By the way, its caliber is 125 millimeters. And in front of me is monument to great Princess Olga, which is in the middle of this composition. And this is replica also. Original monument was erected in 1911, but you know that Bolsheviks or communists, those who swept to power in 1917, they demolished everything, maybe not everything, but nearly everything that was related to religions, monasteries, churches, and this monument depicts, symbolizes development of Christianity here in Kyiv. And on left is Andrew First Cold, man with outstretched hand. And in the middle of this composition is the great Princess Olga. And on right are Cyril and Methodius. They were Christianity enlightener, and also they were developers of Slavic language. And as I told you before, it is replica because of communists demolished original monument, and this is the very case when replica looks better than original. Original was made of concrete. 100% of this monument was of concrete, but now you can see marble. It looks much better because of I saw part of this original monument next to Andriivska Church, 5 minutes away from here on foot, and it is next to Andriivska Church. Well, guys, if you have opportunity to support displaced family, my family, so please treat me with a cup of coffee. It is. I am neither beggar nor money tapper, and it is just matter of my survival. Because if you can see, I am not so young person, and to find job for people of my generation is not so easy. I think it is a common place for any country, but unlike people from other countries, I lost forever my housing, and everything was dear to my heart. And it is matter of my survival. So I appreciate your cup of coffee. You can easily find reference to this donation platform. And this is another Russian vehicle, mine resistant and ambush protected vehicle. You can see a very powerful suspension here. By the way, if you want to see some specific places here in Kyiv, I can do a special stream for you. Please treat me with coffee and send me private message. Not now, because maybe now I will not able to read all your messages and all your questions. So after I upload my this stream on YouTube, please send me a message, because of this chat will disappear after I'll finish my stream. These two cars are from Bucha. You know that's name of this city, Bucha. Russia occupied Bucha in February 2022, and passengers of these two cars tried to escape Russian invasion, and as you can see, they did not succeed. And fortunately, passengers survived, but they were heavily wounded. Hello 2846. Hello, glad to hear you on my stream. Well, guys, and this is ballistic missile Точка U. It is tactical ballistic missile due its relatively long range, 120 kilometers. And if you follow Ukrainian events, you may remember Russian attack on Kramatorsk railway station during evacuation people from front line. And on that day, 61 people, civilians, were killed, and more than 100 passengers were wounded. It was one of the first cruel attacks on peaceful places in Ukraine, not away from front line. And here you can see a drone, infamous drone. You can see inscription in Russian Geraint 2. So maybe this drone was built in Russia, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is just fake sign, because of Russia is a country of fake, country of deceptions, and maybe they just it is military secret, Russian military secret, where they get from where they get these drones. And anyway, I think maybe some parts and components of this drone like this were produced in Iran, and they started to attack us with drones like this in August of 2022, and they started from Iranian drones with dozens of drones every day. But nowadays they attack us with hundreds of drones. And 4 days ago was the largest air attack with drones and ballistic and guided missiles. And 4 days ago they launched as much as 1,000 drones. And every drone is able to carry 50 kilos of TNT. Here you can see warhead. Sometimes they launch dummy drones without explosives inside, in order to distract, to exhaust our air defense system. They produce terrible sound. Maybe I'm sure that you have already encountered videos with flight of drones like this. They able to carry to cover more than 1,000 kilometers. So they launch them from Ukrainian occupied areas, Crimea, Donetsk, Lugansk districts, and also from territory of Russia. Hello guys, I can see new viewers. My name is Sergey Uzlov, and I'm a Kyiv guide, and I'm also refugee from Donetsk, which is eastern part of Ukraine. I started my tour career nearly 10 years ago, and my main destination was a Chernobyl exclusion zone, area contaminated with radiation. In Donetsk, I lost everything that I was able to obtain for my previous life, my house, my flat, my garden, and in Donetsk are graves of my parents and grandparents, and Putin took everything from me. And 4 years ago, he took my favorite job, guiding tours to Chernobyl area. So, guys, excuse me for my request. If you're able to treat me with some coffee, so please do it. You can find reference to Buy Me Coffee platform it is matter of my survival in Ukraine because of I'm a refugee, and the main article of my expenses is uh, apartment rental every month. Oh, look at these dogs. Thank you guys. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your subscriptions. We are on Mikhailivska Square, and please subscribe my channel, and I promise you more live streams from Kyiv streets and squares. And if you have really have questions about life in Ukraine, about history of Ukraine, and about Russian invasion, so please send me a private message, because of here messages on my under my stream will disappear after I finish. By the way, I'm going to wrap up my stream. I'm nearly 2.5 hours online already, and excuse me for bad quality of internet due to the war and the fact that Russia destroyed a lot of our equipment and energy capacities. And see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. of Ukrainian time. Thank you and bye-bye.